Welcome to the Miller Experience Overtime, the first episode with my two co-hosts, my boys, Craig and Victor. Hey, I appreciate you guys liking, subscribing to the channel. Please continue support. Keep comment, check it out, subscribe, everything, guys. I really appreciate you guys. Vic, what you got for us today, baby?
All right, first up, we got some college football. Nick Saban, one of the greats, has had enough, I guess you can say, and he decided to retire. And Coach Prime put a comment on his X Twitter feed, which says, "Wow, college football just lost the GOAT to retirement. Wow, I knew it would happen one day soon, but not this soon. The game has changed so much that it chased the GOAT away. College football, let's hold up our mirrors and say honestly what you see." So basically, Prime is alluding to the NIL and the transfer portal, which has really, really shifted how college football can basically be how you build your teams and keep your teams together. So now we're in this era, basically, that coaches that are able to shift or change and navigate the transfer portal and NIL, they're going to be successful. And the ones that can't change or don't want to, they're basically not going to be. So, but the transfer portal is crazy. I've always been for NIL. I feel like, if you got talent and you can make money, you should be allowed to make your money. But when it comes to this whole, and NIL is a little bit of a mess. It's really the NCAA's own creation. Because first of all, NCAA fought NIL for years. They just refused to do it. They're student athletes, all the other terms they wanted to use. But then states started passing basically their own laws back in 2020, 2021, basically for NIL. And the states were basically telling the NCAA, we're going to do NIL whether you want it to or not. Whether you want it or not. So 2021, you got like 27 states passing laws regarding NIL. So NCAA just threw up his hands and say, okay, you got it. And now we have players getting paid, some that I'm all for. It still seems a little crazy, but I think it's just doing in the open what college football was doing in the closet, basically.
Yeah, behind closed doors.
Yeah. So yeah, that do transfer portal. I think it's going to. I'm not a big fan of it. As far as players being able to move, because every player can get in their ego. Mm-hmm. And they think, well, I'm the starter. No, dude, you're the third string running back.
Yeah.
So they're going to go. They're going to transfer. Yeah, they're going to transfer over here, over there, and either end up in the same situation or worse, instead of just staying somewhere and just earning their spot or waiting their turn. So now coaches have to recruit and re-recruit these players year after year. Instead, because these scholarships are basically year to year for them. So
what about that second string player who's been waiting his chance, and now you transfer in someone? Yeah, that's like a slap in the face. I've sat behind these guys. I've learned film. I went out there. I had these second string reps. Now I'm ready to take over, and you bring someone else in.
Yeah. So.
And it's interesting with Nick Saban. The reason why he retired, let's be honest, because of this stuff here, man. It's not gonna. How should I say it? It's going to make it more difficult for him to win, because not everybody. You got these players. Mm-hmm. If they don't have their way at this school, I'm gonna go to this school. Or if this school paying more money, I'm gonna go to Boise State. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Boise State dishing out more money. Who's to say they might be national champions next year? You know.
Right.
I feel like go ahead, Craig.
No, and your point is valid, because let's be honest. Now you don't have to go and, like you say, get behind closed doors and get money. Now I can go to Jackson State and get money. You know, if I'm somebody who's looking, that's the reason I want to go is, help my family out. Pro is the next level for me. I can do my best here, but I'm getting paid. My family's okay. They're taken care of now. I'm able to eat. I'm not that starving student.
Yeah.
Now the NIL, be honest with you, I ain't mad at it because we all been college students. We know how it is. You know what I'm saying? If somebody gonna offer us that much money legally, shit, yeah, I'm gonna take it. My mama slapped the crap out of me if I take that, I turn that down.
Yeah.
Now the transfer portal is the one I hate.
That's what I was.
And the reason why I hate the transfer portal, I think down the road, I was just telling my buddy this last night. I said, dude, this transfer portal gonna make me not want to watch the NFL in 10 more years. And let me explain why. These kids, they don't want to be developed. As soon as they lose a starting position, instead of going out there fighting for it, oh man, okay, old boy gonna take my spot. Cool, I'm working harder this summer. I'm gonna train harder, get faster, stronger. Instead of doing that, they want to go the easy route and go to a school where they can play. Now, once they get to the NFL level, that's going to hinder them. Because they don't know how to train. They don't know how to compete. Everything, they so used to everything being handed to them is me, my. They pout. That, I'm going to hold out. Because I ain't getting no playing time. I'm going to hold out. I ain't getting this. I'm going to hold out. I ain't getting that. I feel like it's really going to. Did y'all see that tackling yesterday against
atrocious? What you call it, tackling?
Whatever you want to call it. They try to tackle. That's going to be the NFL in 10 years.
Yeah.
That's going to be the NFL in 10 years.
Guys don't want to work for it. They don't want to work anymore.
They don't want to work for it. It's called, I'm a competitor. I'm looking at all these podcasts now. Okay, I'm studying them because I want to be better. I want to see what they're doing because I'm studying them. That's just the competitor in me. That's how I was in high school. In high school, me and my brother, when I played running back and linebacker, I had this guy took my position, my outside linebacker. I trained that whole dude. I was pulling trucks. That's how bad I wanted.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I was pulling trucks. That's how bad I wanted. The transfer report is going to hinder these kids, going to make them not hungry anymore. All they're going to make it feel like they need to be given, not earned. And I think that's the real reason why Nick Saban is leaving. Because of that damn transfer report. Now, Alabama got money. Nick Saban get whoever he want. They got the bread, man. I don't think NIL deal is the issue. I think it's more that transfer report.
Yeah. I think in my opinion, I believe that has a strong pull, draw to what he's opposing. If you will.
Yeah.
I think that that transfer portal gives a kid more power over their coach.
Yeah.
When a coach says, I need you to work hard, I need you to, get in the books, study the film, this, that, and the other. He's saying, I can go somewhere else. I don't have to do this.
Yeah. I don't have to deal with it. I can go somewhere else and play.
Yeah.
That's like me punishing my daughter for failing the class, or she bringing a sucky report card, and she get upset. She want to run away from home.
Yeah,
that's the equivalent of that. Oh, I'm not getting my way, so I want to leave.
Right.
Deuces.
Right. It's like the only.
I think. Go ahead, Jay. Go ahead, Vic.
I was just saying about the only thing, because now, correct me if I'm wrong, but these athletic scholarships are normally like year to year. Am I correct about that?
That part I'm not sure.
About, what's that? What?
I'll say normally these athletic scholarships are basically giving year to year to a player. Am I correct about that?
No, they typically when they come in, you come in. It's a 4-year.
It's a 4-year guarantee.
Scholarship. They based it, but you can lose it. So, in other words, what you're saying is sort of accurate because there's so much language in there that you can lose that scholarship.
So about the only thing the colleges can honestly do is literally lock them in for 2 or 3 years where they can't leave, but the school can't cut them. But that's a chance on their end also. So,
well, there'll be so much hell raised about something like that because you have people who fight for students to say, no, you're not going to lock this kid in. That's like a kid, signing up in high school. He'll say, I'm going to go pay for Nick Saban. And then all of a sudden something comes up and he decommits.
Yeah.
And that's his right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, but at the same time, it puts the coach in a bind because he expecting you, and he's already got that scholarship accounted for. Now now his scouters are out there scrambling to find someone to replace that.
Yeah. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah.
So it's a catch-22 situation. It's almost like if you do that, they're gonna put it where, you know, you aren't going to be this, and a kid is going to be able to sue the school for something like this, for holding them hostage, you know, if you will.
Yeah.
But something has to give.
Yeah.
Something has to give.
It's stacked up, man. Something got to give, though. Seriously. Something got to give.
I mean, think about it. That college is putting all that money out there.
Yeah.
It's money for that scholarship.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
I say give the kids. I say give the money to the kids after they finish playing their college career. After their college career, give them everything they earn in one packet instead of doing their time in college. Because think about it, man. You setting up. You actually setting up the student too. All this money, man. Let's take a Caleb Williams for instance, right? I think he's generating. No, what's LeBron James' son? 18 years old. He's bringing in $4.9 million.
Yeah,
a freshman in college.
Yeah.
Now you might have a student there. You might have a student that's now he's already a millionaire. Everybody knows his daddy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You might have a student there that's hungry. You know what I'm saying? He barely making. He just did off a scholarship. His parents is poor. You know, he's still kind of starving himself, man. He might see LeBron's son. That's a lick right there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's a lick. You setting these kids up.
Yes.
That's just my opinion. I went to Bethune-Cookman, man. My college right there in the hood. I could just imagine. I could imagine we had a player bringing $4.5 million and still living on campus, or going to school on campus. Man, he's a target.
Yeah. Think he's getting 4 point whatever million right now. His little brother is going to get more than that when he comes.
Yeah.
You know? The market. It's constantly going up.
So I feel like, just give it to the kids right after their college career, man. Put it in the packet. You know what I'm saying? You know, every year or every semester, let them know how much they earn so they can be able to keep tallies of it. So when their school year is over with, they know exactly how much they get.
Yeah.
See,
you know,
well, I think they thought about doing something as it relates to paying the players, but what happened was they said, okay, how are we going to pay them? Based on position, based on, you know, what they'll bring to the table. You know,
their name.
So,
and if
they were like, how could they do it?
Yeah, and also if the schools were directly doing the paying, all of a sudden somebody's going to bring in Title IX and say that these non-revenue generated sports, these players need to be paid too.
So, they were thinking about cutting some of the sports because it wasn't generating that much money. Because if you, let's face it, if you start paying these football players through the college, then the basketball players gonna be like, well, yo, soccer, yo, softball, yo.
Yeah.
You know, and they were like, these other sports aren't generating this money.
They're not generating
nothing. That's why NIL was
But football, basketball is one really bringing the money to the school. That's it.
Yeah.
Definitely football. That's the number one right there.
Yeah.
Now we talking about USC girls basketball. They might be bringing more money in the football team.
Hey, you seen that girl dunk last night?
I heard about it. I didn't see it. I heard about it.
You got to see it. I heard about it, man. It wasn't like, no, it was like,
yeah.
Dang.
That's the first time, right? I never heard about that. I never heard of a college basketball female player dunking. I never heard that.
Oh yeah, there's a girl at Stanford. I forgot her name. It escapes me right now, but she dunked in a game.
How long ago was that?
This was last year, or a year before last.
Oh, see, I didn't know.
She was a high school dunker, and you know, obviously.
So let me ask you a question: if all these female basketball players are dunking college women basketball, and they're dunking like that, why they can't do it in the WNBA? That's the big issue. Nobody never dunked in the WNBA, I believe.
There's very few of them.
What's her name? The young lady that went over to Russia.
Brittany Griner.
Brittany Griner drop step dunk. Yeah, she'll do a spin move and dunk.
Oh, wow. See, They don't
you gotta see it. No, you gotta see her highlights. She been dunking since high school. And I'm talking like dunking, not just putting it over the rim. But they were talking about at one point trying to lower the rim so that it could be more dunking, but that didn't pass. There are some that dunk.
They don't want that.
Yeah, there are some that dunk.
I think Shaq suggested that. He said that maybe they should lower the rim so they have more dunking, so they bring more eyes to the game.
Right.
You know.
Yeah, you don't see. I mean, there are some, like the girl. There was one girl. She had, what was her name? They said she can take one step and pound it. She was only like 6'2" or something like that. That's jumping for a female. I mean, anyone. Yeah. The one that dunked last night, she's only 6'2", 6'3".
Yeah, when we done with this, I'm gonna YouTube it real quick. I'm gonna see this.
YouTube.
I never saw it.
YouTube. I'm actually gonna try to get to a game this year.
Yeah, well, let me know because I wanna know my wife and kids want to go.
Yeah.
So let me know who you need to talk to about getting tickets.
Yeah, I'll definitely talk to you.
All right. What's the next one, Vic?
All right, the next one. See, we kind of coupled on the one with Nick Saban and NIL and all that.
Hold on, let me say something. Bill Belichick needs to sit his ass down. He don't need to go to Atlanta. He don't need. He don't look right in Atlanta. You know what I'm saying? It's too much of us there. He gonna be uncomfortable as hell. He can't draft worth a damn. He can't evaluate talent worth a damn. He just need to be a defensive coordinator somewhere.
Exactly. Yeah, Bill Belichick has been released by the Patriots, and if you look at him as a head coach, he's been successful under a single quarterback.
Tom Brady. Thomas Patrick Brady.
When he goes in the Hall of Fame, his first word should be "Thank you, Tom Brady, for getting me here."
Yes.
Understandably.
Yes.
But yeah. I don't see him as a head coach. I mean, I know somebody will look at the glory years and take a shot.
Well, Atlanta interviewed him today.
Yeah. See, they'll think about all those 6 rings.
And the Cowboys talking about that's a possibility. No.
If it's true what they say about Bill Belichick, him and Jerry Jones ain't gonna get along. That ain't gonna work.
No, because here's the thing. In my opinion, I don't believe that he would have a move to coach, and that's it. Because that would not be a lateral move. Right now, he's a GM and coach.
Yeah.
You understand? And Jerry Jones doesn't want to give up that GM.
You don't want to give him that GM. Yeah, I agree.
Jerry Jones wants control.
He want to buy the groceries. He want to cook the cookie. Yeah. Now, hey, I want to see Mike T. I would like to see Mike T in Atlanta.
He would fit Atlanta.
Yeah.
You look at him, you see Atlanta.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And Atlanta's got a squad now. They just need a little. That's it. They got the squad. They need a little. That's it.
Yeah, I mean, as a Steelers fan, I love Mike T, but I'm a little leery when it comes to defensive head coaches in the NFL now because the era has changed. It's about the offense, and so I'm kind of a little. I love Mike T. I don't think he should be fired. But I love him being with the Steelers, and I don't see him legitimately being with another team because the Steelers are a pretty well-run organization, probably one of the best in all of sports, and kind of going from there to anyone else.
Yeah, they don't like to pay. That's why he's lost some big-time players.
Yeah. They like Cincinnati. They Cincinnati, they cheap, man. I want to cheap in Cincinnati.
Yeah, they can just get the offense right. I'm talking about the Steelers, but but
what we talked about in the first topic, Kenny Pickens is he's the epitome of that.
Yeah.
He feels like he's privileged. I'm not going to back that quarterback up. It's not my job to back him up.
Yeah.
You understand?
Yeah. You ain't did nothing. What you mean? You better talk to Jordan Love. You better see what Jordan Love did in 3 years. He sit there and back that man up right there and learn something.
Yeah, so that
we
mentality moved on to the NFL.
Cowgirls, man.
Yeah.
Round two. Them Dallas boys right here. They right sitting right beside me. I enjoy the game. Round two.
All right, we'll move on to one more topic. Charlemagne the God made a comment on it. I think it was MSNBC video. Basically says, I may talk about Biden's shortcomings, but Trump is the end of democracy. So basically, why is Biden and Trump voters disgusted with Charlemagne the God? Or so basically,
there you go.
Why you do that to yourself, man?
Wait a minute.
Don't embarrass yourself like that.
All right, hey, this is the topic. I was talking to my sister about it. I'm gonna be blunt. I'm gonna be frank.
That's what it's about. Be frank. Yeah.
Listen, Charlemagne the God. He's doing something that is counterproductive, if you will. I understand educating the people and say, hey, Biden isn't doing all the things that he said he would do. And let's be honest, the president can't do everything that he said he's going to do. No. He can try, but he can't do everything.
He don't have a long term to do it. He's only 4 years. You can't do all that in 4 years. Yeah.
And he doesn't have the Senate and the House. It's tough. He tried to get the student loans forgiven. Yeah. He tried. He tried several things that would help the Black community. But going out and saying that, Joe Biden is a shitty elector, saying that when you know that he tried, you understand? Yeah. But you're saying this in a company of young-minded people or people who are ignorant to things, and they hear that and they go run with it. Oh, he's shitty. We don't want to work with him. We don't want to, we need to vote him out. Okay, you talking about somebody who's trying versus a party who's not going to try at all. So you're saying stay home or vote for a party that's not going to help? You understand? Yeah. It's one way to educate, but educate in a way that you're not putting down a party that's going to try to help you. All right, you're going to say Trump is the end of democracy. Yeah, but they also heard you say Biden's a shitty elector. So what did they say? All right, well, we're not going to vote. When you got
that's pretty much.
Vote anyway.
So, you want us to vote.
What are you doing?
You want us to vote. You say that's what our ancestors fight for. That's what they lost their life for. But you telling us both of these candidates, because like you say, you speaking to young-minded people that's ignorant, so they're not gonna do the research for themselves. So they can go about what you're saying. Yeah. Both of them was pretty much, in layman's terms, shitty. Both of them. Right. So don't vote. That's pretty much what I get from the conversation and from the things that I've been reading.
Yeah. If you're gonna say both candidates are bad, then bring forth a third candidate worth voting for, or give some sort of alternative. But you can't leave us out here in the open, because either someone's going to vote one side out of spite or not vote at all.
In my opinion, what he's doing, and it's just merely conjecture on my part, he wants to bring Biden in. He wants to sit down with Biden. He wants that to catapult his career.
Yeah.
From where it is right now. You're here, but you want to catapult it. Because if I get Biden in and talk to Biden, because Biden, I'm gonna be what I've seen and read, and I'm a type of person that I'm very analytical. I want to see it. Let me read it. From what I've seen and read, he cares about people. You understand? The man cares. Yeah. So if you're going to sit down with him, talk to him. But don't put that out there, that propaganda, if you will, about what you think this guy is. Talk to him. He's willing to talk to you. But don't try to get him to talk to you in that way. All you have to do is reach out to him. He know who you is.
He knows exactly who he is. Yeah.
Right. Yeah. You can say, hey, Mr. Clyburn, can we have a meeting, you, myself, and the president?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You don't do it this way. Because what these kids are hearing is shitty elector.
Because you know the kids ain't doing their research, man. Hell, even adults ain't doing their research.
No.
They go by the Breakfast Club is one of the #1 urban, not even urban, I just say radio station in general. And that's some of these adults and all these kids, they go by what Charlemagne and Envy say, that's law.
Yeah.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's the word. It's true what they say. They're not gonna do no research for themselves. They go by what they say. So I mean, they got the power, man. They gotta be more responsible with what they're saying. But I guarantee he won't say that to one person.
Of course.
Larry Elder.
Mm-hmm.
You ain't there. Right. Okay.
I guarantee he won't say that to him.
No. Yeah. No. And I just believe that words have meaning.
Yeah.
There's power behind words.
Yeah.
So if you're going to say something, say, hey, like they say, oh, the economy is the worst. No, it's not.
No.
Yeah.
Nobody's paying attention.
Yeah.
Inflation is down.
So let me ask you this. Not even, this is my thought process when it comes to the presidential election. It's two things. You vote for the person that benefits you. I don't care if he's Democrat or Republican. Whatever's going to benefit you and your life, but it's going to help you and your family out, that's who you vote for. That's how I'll do it. And number two, forget the presidential election. Let's worry about what's going on in our area. Yeah, that's the important part.
Yeah.
That's what a lot of people is forgetting. You know what I'm saying? The local. Yeah. The local, the government, you know what I'm saying? Our politicians, our mayor, our sheriffs. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Who we voting to be a judge. That's what's important. Definitely. And that's what I teach to people, man. Yeah, they don't see that. I don't care less, man. The presidential election is a clown show. It's just, it's a popularity contest. It's like East Coast, West Coast. It's like they beefing, man. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. It's like Swinging Puppy in the 90s.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And constitutionally, the president is commander-in-chief for the armed forces, head of the executive branch. He can nominate Supreme Court justice. He doesn't have a whole lot of power in reference to passing laws. And things that
the power is the local. It's your local.
And if even if he
official power, let's say official power.
Right. Even if he vetoes something, they can go back and pass it anyway.
Yeah.
Like for instance, a lot of people got an issue with our governor, right? I don't got no issue with him. He look out for law enforcement. We get a pay raise every year. You know what I'm saying? It benefits me and my family. You vote for who benefits you. I don't care if it's Democrat, Republican. People need to sit down, stop listening to the news, stop listening to the radio station, actually educate themselves on what these candidates are talking about. Rather, 85% might be BS, yes, but it's going to be something in that BS that's going to benefit you.
Yeah. Right. And see, I read the governor's what he passed for the year. What was that? When the radio station, when he vetoed it, shot it down.
Yeah.
But he's smart in a way that teachers' raises. Republicans didn't really want to give the teachers a raise, but the Democrat had the power to push it. He saw that it was popular.
Yeah.
Now, granted, he's a Republican and he could have easily opposed it, but he saw that it was popular and he went with that.
Yeah.
You understand? Mm-hmm. He understands. He played politics.
Yeah.
See, I remember speaking to someone on the floor and they were talking about how they lobby. It could be something that's not good for the public, but his job is to lobby.
Mm-hmm.
You understand? That's what he gets paid for.
Mm-hmm.
So rather he has to check his ethics, principles, and morals at the door. He has a job to do.
Yeah.
You understand?
Yeah.
And so that's when I started looking at it like, wow, it isn't about the people per se, when it should be.
Mm-hmm.
The people have power.
Mm-hmm.
Voting is power.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, what one party is doing to try to eliminate that power, it's because by the numbers, there's more people that votes one party versus another. So they want to try to even the playing field by subverting the vote. You understand?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's sad because the majority of the country is, a particular party.
Yeah.
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 Yeah. I mean, look at Mississippi right now. Mississippi is starting where they're saying they're no longer going to be able to they no longer want, the governor saying he signed, no longer going to give food to the needy, the kids, free lunch or whatever have you. Yeah. Mississippi Republican governor said, no, we're not going to do that anymore. Poor state.
Better call Brett Favre.
When you talk about taking food out of kids' mouths, then you want to take away Medicaid.
Yeah, that's wild.
Kids need it.
Yeah.
Kids need it. I mean, let's be real.
What's their reason? What's their reasoning behind it?
Oh, he's saying he don't want to no longer have that stigma as the poor state. You understand? As a state of needing Medicaid or welfare or food stamps or whatever have. You are who you are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Until you do something to change that, you are who you are. Bring in manufacturing jobs, things that you need to do some things to change that.
Yeah.
But taking food out of the kids' mouths, that's not a way to do it.
See, I haven't heard that, man. That's crazy that nobody's talking about that.
Just look it up. It just came out the other day. I keep my ear to the ground.
Yeah.
And, it's sad. And then you got states that they made it hard for kids to get Medicaid. Now let's face it. You have parents, you have women out there, or men. You work a job. That job doesn't pay enough for child care, back and forth to work, putting food on the tables, whatever have you had. Sometimes you need that assistance. Mm-hmm. As men, we like, nah, we're gonna fight, we're gonna make this happen.
Yeah.
Sometimes you need that assistance, especially for a female. If she's a single mom, she has 3 kids and she's raising them, and she has to pay all these bills, and we know what those bills encompass. We know what those bills are.
Yeah.
And then you have child care on top of that, and you have one paycheck coming in from a job. That's not enough.
Yeah.
And you want to say, oh no, I'm going to take away your health care and I'm going to take food out of your children's mouth. Why?
Isn't that added on more to the stigma of them being a poor state if he do that?
Looks like it to me.
It's a dumbass man. I'm just trying to.
It just doesn't make sense,
man.
It's about the
optics. Adding more to the stigma if you do that. You're already a poor state. One of the poor states in the United States.
But when you're morally bankrupt, you can get away with that. Like I say, a lot of people say the word karma. If you look at where the word karma derives from India, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. When you look at that, they said that word came from being able to walk over the homeless or people who are in the. You can walk by them or walk over them by saying it's karma. They're like that because God is punishing them.
Wow.
That's the word. You understand?
Yeah.
So I can say, oh, it's karma. No. God said feed the needy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah. He said the meek shall inherit the earth. Humble thyself.
Yeah.
He doesn't say walk over your fellow man who needs you.
Dang. Yeah. I gotta look that up, man. That's crazy, man.
Yeah.
And you look at the word integrity. Integrity.
Everybody want to talk about Cat Williams. But nobody talking about this.
No.
You know what I'm saying?
See, a lot of people look at your integrity. Integrity derives from a word in Greek, where it says without wax. And what that means is people who used to build pottery, and they would take it to different places to sell it. And along that route, it would bustle about and crack. So they get out and put wax on the crack.
Yeah.
And then they get it to the place and sell it to the people. The people get it home who, they're ignorant to it. They'll just put it there and all of a sudden, something bump it cracks apart. Or they put it up to the light and they see, all these imperfections. Whereas the people who knew about it, they would come to that shop and say, hey, hold it up to the light and see if there's any cracks.
Yeah.
So your integrity was without wax.
Wow.
So if you didn't use wax, you had integrity.
Wow. And you learn something. Hey, man, you want to be the knowledgeable guy in this show here, man. I don't see that. Wow. That's very informative, man. Wow. What you think about Nikki Hill?
I think she goes wherever the wind blows. I don't believe she stands on anything firm. Here you have
I can see
Donald Trump just berades her. And you sit there and you talk about, oh, he's a good candidate. Even if, I'll pardon him. But you said, when they said, will you pardon Donald Trump? Yes, immediately I'll pardon him as soon as I get in the White House. Okay, but they said, will you pardon Hunter Biden? Oh, of course not. And because I don't know what crimes he's been committed. I don't know what he's done. Well, you knew what Trump did.
You knew what Trump did.
It's in your face. It's in your face. So when she gave that, I was like, wait, what? You saying you pardon Trump and you see everything that he's done.
Yeah.
Indictments are there. You don't know what Biden's done and you're saying, no, I won't give him a pardon.
Yeah.
That makes no sense to me. But you want to run for president.
That's wild.
Yeah. I think one thing that awed me but then surprised me was when Nikki Haley tried to take credit for taking down the Confederate flag. Now, I thought this when it came down. I thought the only reason that it came down was because it was politically convenient. There was no overall moral for the shot. No. It became convenient now to take it down. And I mean, talk about not having integrity. I mean, you can't say that this flag is a show of our heritage when card-carrying hate groups wave that same flag with pride and you don't complain about it. I mean,
right.
That happened during election year, right?
Abraham Lincoln. Yeah. Abraham Lincoln. That's convenience.
Yeah.
So politics is a big. I see politics as a big game, especially on the national level. I see it as one big, huge game.
Like I said, man, I'm always saying this. I was saying this ever since we've been doing the show. When we have political year, man. People just vote for it. Worry about what's going on in house. We'll worry about what's going on closer to home, man. The president election, yes, you still need to vote, but just do your research. Don't go by what Charlemagne saying or what's the other girl, Ted Figaro, or anybody else on Fox News or whatever news, man. You do your own research. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Study, man. Study. If you politics just a game, man. Yeah. So you just go for the people. Yeah. You vote for the person, whether Republican, Democrat, Independent. You vote for the individual that going to benefit you and your family. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, and I watched an interesting stat a couple weeks ago. I wish I had charted up, put it up here. And if I find it, Vic, I'm gonna have to send it to you. It's a chart that shows the economy, how it works as it relates to the deficit, GDP, so forth and so on. And it shows from Clinton how he was able to balance the budget and have a surplus. Mm-hmm. Now we're trillions of dollars behind in the hole right now, but he was able to bring it down and have a surplus of billions. Democrat. Then you get a Republican in, and it goes back up. Then the Democrat comes in and fixes it. Obama was bringing it down, where he could try to get it to a surplus. He was bringing it down.
Yeah.
Trump gets in, goes back up.
Yeah.
Biden gets in, it's starting to come back down. Now you tell me, when they say fiscally responsible, you understand? And when I hear my family members, nieces and nephews who don't educate themselves, and I have to sit them down. Hey, let me tell you something. Oh, but this person gave us a tax break. They gave us a raise. No, the tax break was for the wealthy. It wasn't about you. You got $15. $15. And you keep talking about, everybody talking about, oh, we got to lower the tax, we got to lower the tax, we got to lower the tax. How are you going to get paid Excalibur with no taxes? How the military is going to get paid?
Yeah.
I mean, let's be real.
Yeah.
But then you have the government saying, okay, we don't want to forgive. I don't want to forgive student loan. Now, all these industrialized countries have people going to school. They don't pay college.
Yeah.
We the wealthiest industrialized country. But yet we telling kids, oh, we need you to pay $30,000, $40,000 a semester. We don't have it. Okay. So Biden said, okay, we're gonna help you kids out so that you can be on a level playing field. So when you finish school, you don't have to worry about these student loans. You're on a level playing field, get a job, help the country. Republicans say, and I'm sorry, the other party says, no, we don't want to pay for y'all student loans. We didn't go to school. We don't want to pay for y'all college education. Okay, what if I say, I didn't vote for this congressman. I don't want to pay for his salary. You know what I'm saying? Okay, y'all want to say, all right, let the government shut down, but y'all still getting paid.
They still get paid, That's asinine to me. I don't understand that.
You understand what I'm saying? Until it affects your pocket.
Yeah. I always say that. I always say that until it start affecting their pocket or family members, somebody they love, that's when things going to be changing, man.
And if you look at it, and if everybody open their eyes and they pay attention, anytime a Democrat's in the and he said, all right, we got a shutdown looming, we gotta hear what y'all got. Oh, we just gonna hold out. We're gonna hold out. We're gonna hold out until we get. Whereas if a Republican in there, and Trump tell you, he did it several times. The Democrat come to us, all right, let's negotiate. Let's see what we can do. Let's stop this. Because they care about the people.
Yeah.
You understand? The other part, they don't hide their hands. I'm still getting paid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm being real. You know what I'm saying? I'm being real about this. But yeah, you have so many people out there saying, oh, I'm this party, or I'm that party. Okay, how do they benefit you?
That's what I'm saying.
How do they benefit you?
That's what I'm saying.
How do they benefit you? It's about benefit.
Yeah. I ain't no party. I only roll with the party that's going to benefit me and mine. That's who I roll with.
You know, the parties platform-wise have never been, have not always been the same parties. They flip platforms. I've got exactly when I did 60 of that. Give it another generation, they will flip platforms again, and Democrats will start sounding like Republicans.
But see, now it's dangerous because if you put somebody in there now, he's out for retribution. He's not about passing any laws that's going to benefit people. He's just not. He's for retribution. He's about all those people that I think went against me.
Yeah.
You understand? It's the end of democracy. If you know what a man says, believe what he says when he says, I want to be a dictator for a day. No.
What day?
I'm above. I got immunity.
Yeah.
Now, hey, come on now. You're in law enforcement.
Yeah.
So I can go out there and pop, and hey, I'm a president. Come on now.
Yeah.
What's that telling you?
That don't mean nothing to me.
What's that tell you? He's telling you. He's smart. He put it out there to see who gonna. Are y'all good? Y'all hear me? Y'all hear me? Y'all good? Y'all with me? And when people start saying, "Oh no, I was just joking,"
and he put it out there to see who's going to comment. Like, nah, man, I'm bullshit, man. Nah. You know what I'm saying? Nah, I'm just playing.
I was serious.
You know what I'm saying? You out there fishing. You trying to throw the reel out so you gonna catch it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. That's a good analogy.
You, a psychopath. The definition of a psychopath is someone who doesn't see that line anymore. The line is no longer blurred.
Yeah.
You understand?
Yeah.
When I say I got COVID and I go to the hospital and leave my wife and son who got COVID too.
That's a damn. Wow. Our future president, right? He looking pretty good in the race, man.
Hey, he looking good to his constituents.
Yeah.
Other people got to get out and vote.
Yeah.
You got to get out and vote if you want.
And that's why I'm gonna say it again, man. Stop BSing with the fake news, man. Do your research with these people, man. Do your research.
This man wants to take away what we built as it relates to allies. We have allies for a reason. A lot of people just say, "Oh, why do you go over this country? Why do you have military over here? Why you have strategically placed?"
Yes.
Yeah.
It's for a reason. But when you have somebody who say he wants to kill all that, we're sitting ducks at that point.
Yeah.
Agreed.
So you can't just get into politics. You have to know politics.
You got to know politics. Yeah. And that's why I'm rocking with you, man, because I'm trying to learn more about this stuff, man. I'm tired of I know you're very educated, so you gonna have me start looking into things, man. And
me too.
I'm the type, man. I don't believe everything I see, man. I just choose. You seem more knowledgeable, so I'm gonna trust you more because I know you. The people that's giving me information, I don't know them. Huh?
I still tell you to read. When I say something, I still tell you to read. Now, granted, I've looked at many sources before I disseminate things. You understand?
Yeah.
I don't just take it in and say, "Oh, run with it." No, and that's what I teach my nieces, my nephews.
Yeah, don't believe nothing on face value. Do your research. You know what I'm saying?
Do your research. Hey,
listen,
you have one party that says, when they put up a debate or you interviewing someone or something like that, and let's just say you go to that person and say, "I want to interview you," and let's say it's one side or the other, and you say, "I want to interview you, but want to have fact check in real time." One party's going to say, "Oh no."
Yep.
The other party says, "I'm fine with that."
Yeah. They give you your answer right there.
Right there. Yeah.
Yeah. What does
that tells you a lot right there. Yep.
Right. When I tell you don't put nonsense on Twitter that's gonna, warp the minds of some of the weak, if you will.
Yeah.
Don't put that out there. And the party says, "No, we got to fight. We got freedom of speech. We got to have that." So you want them to disseminate false information?
Yeah.
I mean, that's free speech.
Yeah.
I understand free speech, but let's fact check it. They don't want that.
Yeah.
That tells you all you need to know.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
That's
now, granted, we need a two-party system. We need a two-party system to have a balance. But let's not try to rip over here and rip the Supreme Court, for instance. When you get it like this, now you see what happens. It puts stress on the country. Now people are saying we don't believe in the Supreme Court. By the numbers. I mean, the numbers are out there. A lot of people just say that, the Supreme Court is just warped. You really can't believe everything that you hear out there. Now, one thing, it's understandable for other people. People have their different views about things. But when it's based on the Constitution, I know it's a living, breathing document, they say, because things can change, but they change based on your ideology.
Yes. Yeah. Clarence
Thomas. Clarence Thomas.
Yeah.
He got through college because of affirmative action. And now you're saying, "Oh, you need it."
To get where they come from, right?
Yeah. I'm just being real. My bad.
Yeah, and I love it, man. This is what we're going to be bringing to this show, man. We're going to talk about sports, politics, anything y'all want to talk about. This is the show we discussing, man. Everything.
Did we skip over the topic of kids opting out?
Oh, kids.
No, I would.
No, we just didn't put it on there. Well, we got. You want to?
Yeah, we can.
Yeah. So kids opting out of bowl games. They ain't in the playoffs. Some will say I ain't playing. Like I'm going to the draft, and they're just kind of taking that game to prepare for themselves. What do y'all think about it? I got my thoughts about it.
It's stupid. It's stupid, man. Like I say, it's going to hurt the football game in the future, man. It's going to hurt football in the future, man. Like, I'm going to say Florida State, for instance, right? Dude, whether y'all got a national championship or not, y'all wasn't going to do shit anyway. I mean, point blank. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody
Florida State hat. Where my Florida State hat?
Hey, I'm a Gator too, man. Hey, so
I know.
So check this out. College football is a business, correct?
Correct.
Florida State, Heisman Trophy, could have been Heisman Trophy candidate, first-round draft pick quarterback out for the season. He was Florida State, correct?
Correct.
Yes, they're undefeated. But who wants to see Florida State without their quarterback in the playoff? It's going to be another TCU. Y'all remember that last year, right?
Yeah.
TCU was undefeated, but you saw they got mollywhopped in the playoffs, right? Yeah. No, it was a bowl game, actually. I mean, it was national championship, correct? Mm-hmm. Nobody wants to see that. It's a business. So, yes, I'm going to choose Alabama over Florida State. Alabama bring in money. Nick Saban is the face of college football. He's going to bring in views. Go ahead.
If Deion Sanders was coaching Florida State.
Now, Deion Sanders with Florida State, they would have been. Yes, I agree. I totally agree. If Deion Sanders was with Florida State head coach, yes, they would have been in that playoff. I agree.
Okay. And now my side is the other side of it. It's the other side of it. Vic, you want to go first?
No, I'll go last. Yeah.
All right. Fiesta Bowl 2016.
Okay.
Jalen Smith tore up the MCL, ACL. Not long into the game. He went from a couple $100,000. He was double-digit millions. He lost right that very moment because he went from a top 5 pick to a second-round 34th pick.
That's the linebacker, right?
Yeah. He played that. He went. He was at Dallas. He sat out for a year.
Yeah,
and then he went on. Then you have Jake Butt. Same thing. Injured in the bowl game. Was going to be a high draft pick. There were several others. I just brought up these names. The next year after it happened to Jalen Smith, what happened was it was a domino effect. Players like McCaffrey, Fournette, those type caliber players that said, you know what? I can't risk that. You know? I can't risk losing millions of dollars on a bowl game that's just bringing money to the university by the millions. Now, granted, that university's put a lot into you, but you're looking out for your future. So Jalen still hasn't been right. He still has drop foot. You know, he's bouncing around the league right now, but he still has drop foot.
He played for a little while, too.
Yeah, he had nerve damage in his foot. If you look, he has to wear a brace that keeps his foot flexed like this here because he doesn't have this.
Yeah.
You know? And there's a lot of players whose careers were over who played in the games. You know? So
I get it.
How can you tell? I mean, and this isn't like a Pro Bowl where they're going out now and they're basically playing two-hand touch.
Playing football, yeah.
Yeah. You understand? It's no longer Sean Taylor lighting somebody up. So I mean, what do you do? I mean, and I think personally, it's up to the player. If that player feels confident, you know, this is going to drive my stock up, whatever have you, then yes. But if that player goes in there with that trepidation or hesitation, they're going to get hurt.
Yeah.
We both know. You play like that.
Yeah. You play like that,
yeah. It can't be in the back of your mind. So I say it's up to the player. If he's gung ho, I'm doing this. This is what it's about. This is into my college career, whatever have you. I'm going out like this. We're gonna get a national championship, or I'm playing in my last bowl. Even if it's not one of the significant bowl games, you know what I'm saying? It's really up to that player. Because if you have that doubt in the back of your mind, I would suggest you sit it out. Because you aren't going to do anything to help the team.
Yeah, you're not going to do it. You're going to play. If you having that doubt in the back of your mind, you're going to end up getting hurt anyway because you're going to be overthinking. You know what I'm saying? But I'm going to put it in this context.
And then I'm
sorry ass Seminoles again. You guys had an opportunity. Yeah, y'all got screwed out of a playoff game. Yeah, y'all undefeated. All right, cool. But you guys had an opportunity to be able to prove the NCAA or whomever do the voting for the playoffs wrong by beating Georgia. 29 people that left set out?
Yeah, they got close 29, 30 players, something like that.
29, right? You guys had that opportunity to prove everyone, hey, we deserve to be in the playoffs. Because maybe this can affect another team next year. Maybe Florida State be undefeated again next year. And they be like, they beat the bricks out of Georgia for what they did in that bowl game. Yeah, let's put them in the playoffs this year. I get what you're saying, but at some point, as an athlete, you got to have that dog in you, man. You want to be able to compete. You know what I'm saying? You get into that part of football.
Yeah. Social media. Go ahead, Vic.
So I understand. That's how everybody's saying. So let's. It's about. Let me give an example here. Let's say I'm a running back. I am top running back at a top school. I am projected to go in the first round in the NFL draft. You are a second stringer or third stringer. We're both seniors. We're not in the playoffs. You won't play this bowl game. I may decide not to play this bowl game but here's the problem. You have two really good knees. I've got $2 million knees. You've got two shoulders. I got $2 million shoulders.
But check this out. Hold on. I start by saying, I ain't mean to cut you off. I want to say this. Okay, but sometimes a bowl game can make your draft stock go up more.
Or it can make it go down. One hit. I'm out of millions of dollars.
Marcus Russell, perfect example. He balled out in the bowl game. That man was #1 draft pick. They weren't even checking for that man the whole season. One bowl game, he balled out in #1 draft pick.
Yeah, that one game, that one hit can change so many things. But if you're the senior who's not even being projected to go in the draft, you and I are honestly thinking differently, because we there are different consequences at play. You blow your knee on that bowl game, you graduate. I blow that knee out, I'm out a whole lot of life-changing money for me and my family. So we're thinking differently, and these players, they're basically making a business decision.
I can see both sides. So
the only
that South Carolina.
I was gonna say, let's say two things. One, the only way this really gets fixed is if the NFL stops it. One comment from Roger Goodell: if you don't play in your bowl game, we're not drafting you. Put a stop to the whole thing. Another fix that might work, since we have a 12-team playoff, the other bowl games aren't playing for anything. Create 3 other brackets of 12 teams, and they're all playing for like a gold, silver, or bronze championship. So now all the bowl games fit into a bracket like the NCAA tournament. You had the March Madness, we also had the NIT. Hey, just make 3 more brackets for all the 43 or so bowl games, and now everybody's playing for something, and maybe that'll get these players to play since they're playing for something. Because that's the idea. I'm playing for something, so now these NFLs can see how I play in a high pressure game. Basically,
I believe sometimes it's agents and NFL.
Yeah,
in the air.
Yeah.
I really don't think you should play that bowl game.
Yeah.
Now, if an agent calls me and say, "Hey, New England, they say you shouldn't play in this bowl game. You know they're having you come in and do a workout." Oh yeah, man.
So this what college football need to do. Just stop all the BS bowl games. Just focus on the playoffs and national championship.
Yeah.
Because honestly, nobody's really watching.
They're not gonna do that.
You know what I'm saying? Sometimes I forget about it.
No, because somebody's making money somewhere.
Yeah.
When you have the I don't know, the Smart Man Bowl, the Tic Tac Bowl,
the .com bowl.
You know what I'm saying? I get the Craig Bowl.
Hey, one day I was off work, right? I'm just flipping through the channels. I'm like, damn, a football game? It's like a BS bowl, the doggone tuna fish bowl and stuff like that. You know what I'm
saying? You can put a bowl on anything, man.
Yeah.
Put a bowl on it.
Yeah. That's what you need to do. TV just stop money. That, man. Yeah, you're right, but it's all about money.
Yeah.
Economics, man. That's all it's about, man.
Yeah. And like Vic said, and I understood what you were saying, where if I got these $1 million parts and you're a senior as well, and you might have an opportunity to bring your stock up. So I'm gonna say, hey, you go ahead and play.
Yeah.
It might help your stock rise.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna stop you because you ain't getting much touches this year. Only touches you got is when I raise my hand and tell you I need a break.
Some of these bowls decide the playoffs and nothing but a preseason NFL game.
Yeah.
That's really what it was, a preseason NFL game, man.
Yeah.
Was it Lattimore? Was it Lattimore that blew out both his knees in South
Carolina?
Yeah.
Both his knees.
And he was a monster.
If you go on Instagram, that dude, man, his mind.
Oh,
boom.
man.
He was bad.
Yeah.
Yeah. He looks terrible. But he's on that, what's the boy name? Chandler Jones, man. You know, you see how he acting lately, too?
Yeah.
Them boys on some drugs, man. I mean, alleged. I'm not gonna put that out there, but just the visual of them there, something ain't right. Something ain't right with those two, man.
Maybe it was. I mean, because you never heard anything from him when he was playing in South Carolina.
Nah.
Maybe that just did something to his psyche because he did go to San Francisco. They drafted him.
They drafted him,
but
he wasn't the same player, man.
But he was an all right player, man. But he's played in the league for about 2 years, I believe, and that was it.
Yeah, his knees wasn't the same.
Yeah. So
Willis McGahee. Remember Willis McGahee, University of Miami, took that hit.
He had a pretty decent NFL career.
He didn't play in the bowl game.
Yeah.
He hurt. He came back.
You right.
And you know, but I just feel like it's to the player. If you got it in the back of your mind, I might get hurt. Hey, you might need to sit out.
Yeah, that's the old saying, man. You think about an injury, you're gonna get hurt. That's the whole saying in the football.
Too much.
That's the whole saying.
What you fear.
Yep. Well, hey man, any more topics?
Not really a topic, but more of a comment. I know you're happy about your Green Bay Packers, Ernst, but I got a complaint. The Green Bay Packers are, if life is not fair, was a team. Because I'm trying to figure out how in the world do you get the quarterback position right 3 times in a row?
Hold on, who said that?
I'm saying that.
Victor, man, hey man,
you got the quarterback position right 3 times in a row. That's not fair.
Hey man, look here, man. We just know what we're doing. That's all. We take our time, man. We know what we're doing. We're like the Pittsburgh Steelers with coaches. You know what I'm saying?
My quarterback is the top quarterback the whole season.
Man, look here, man. Y'all had the Dallas Cowboys had 10 bye weeks. Y'all ain't play nobody, man. Y'all had about 10 bye weeks, man.
I almost burned everything I had.
Hey, Vic.
Yeah.
Hey, we rub off on Green Bay. We went to that game in Carolina, man. We rub off on them boys, man.
Yeah.
Sickening.
Hey, man.
That's all I got for tonight.
Yeah. Hey, guys, thank you for watching. Please like, subscribe, and share. And we see you guys next week. Peace.